Hello out there, Thunder Buddies. We're getting ready to go live here in just a minute. Coming up in 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and here we go. Hello, Mark.
Hello, Dave. How you doing today?
Well, I'm kind of doing better. We had a short night, though, didn't we?
Yes, we did. Yesterday was a long day. We were on for over 8 hours of coverage yesterday.
Yeah, I hope people enjoyed it. I hope they got the information they needed to keep them safe. But
Absolutely.
as I look at the current radar, we don't see anything yet in our area. A lot of these storms up here along the Ohio River, same as yesterday, they get up there and they kind of hang around and they slowly move. But these are a little bit more to the east today. We still have some lingering power outages across the area of Evansville, Newburgh. Spencer County up there has 312 customers out of power. And, Warwick County still got 2,533 customers out. But down in our area, about the biggest stuff we've got, it would be down here just north of Glasgow. They've got 257 customers out in Hart County. Excuse me. So it's not too bad. I've seen a lot worse. It could have been much worse. But as we look at our area right now, it doesn't look too bad. So take us away on the weather update, Mark.
Take it with a grain of salt. Just to our east, starting over probably around Logan County, and to the counties east of there through central Kentucky, there is a severe thunderstorm watch until 8 p.m. tonight.
Okay.
So there's nothing there now, but stuff could form up a little bit later. We'll be kind of keeping an eye on it just in case. But other than that, we are under an excessive heat warning through tomorrow night through this area. That's for heat indexes of 110 to 115 degrees.
I sure do not like that much at all.
No.
I'm trying to see my chat up here on the big monitor. Someone who was setting this up didn't get it to where I can see that, so I have to look at the little screen now. So I can do that. Hang on just a second. I'm going to put my glasses on. It's a lot smaller screen.
Well, hang on a second.
Dave says, hello to everyone. And Tammy Tatum says, howdy, Thunder Buddies. And Dave says, howdy, Tammy. The general greetings, you guys are pretty nice. But anyway, so watching a few other things here as we go through the chat. Linda McElrath says, miserably hot. I'm keeping water out for the animals. And, that is important, everybody. Be sure and keep those animals watered. And hopefully that they will be able to survive all this. Be careful, Mark. Don't throw me off there.
I'm not.
Okay. Mark's up here working over my shoulder a little bit since he started setting this up. And we're both in training on how to pull all this off, so it takes us a little while to do this. But I do want to thank everyone who was with us last night. It was really, really impressive, and we got to see a lot of you. Sure did enjoy it. I do see where Chris Meacham is on. He says, good evening, David and Mark. Hope y'all are staying cool, and I sure am trying. And let's see here. Dave 96 was the high today. Clouds are rolling in. I think, I'm hoping there's going to be a few rain showers in your area, Dave. Excuse me. And then Tammy Tatum says, it's jacuzzi. Thank you, Tammy. I appreciate you doing that to me. You always do it. Because she knows I can't say, let's see, what is it? I can't say Mark, you got me off again, buddy. Here we go. We can't say what this is. Here we go. I'll get it right in a minute.
Koozie.
It's a koozie. There we go. Koozie. Because I get tongue-tied. Sandy Christian says, hello, David, Mark, and everyone. And Dave says, hi, Dave and Mark. Enjoyed the broadcast yesterday. And we did, too. We enjoyed being with you guys and everything. So, it's one of those things that we had to do because we didn't want anything to happen to anyone out there, and hopefully everything worked. Let's see here. Paula Wagner says, hello, Dave and Mark. And Eric Brake, hello, Chet, and David and Mark. And Eric, we appreciate you, buddy. You really helped us a lot. And we've always enjoyed having you on with us. Same with Tammy Tatum. Okay, now I've got the chat up here. Very good. Thank you, Mark. I don't know how you did. You have to show me how you did that sometime. Let's see here. Eric Brake, man, don't join her. Don't say jacuzzi. That's a going joke around here, everybody, just in case you didn't know. Let's see here. Dave says my lawn is officially brown. We don't have to say that here. The good thing is that our lawn seems to be in pretty good shape from the rains that we've had.
We've definitely had plenty of rains.
Oh, yes, we have. I'm going to go over here and call up a radar so I can see what Dave's got around there. He said he's got clouds coming in. Here we go. Ooh, yes, you do. You do have clouds coming in. What part
of pretty hefty storms moving your way?
Where is he? He's Huntington? Is that where
Huntington,
he is?
West Virginia, yes.
Okay, there we go. So, Dave, you do have some storms coming in, buddy. You've got a pretty strong storm off to your west. And according to the special weather statement, it says wind gust up to 40. And that's strong enough to knock down some tree limbs. Torrential rainfall is occurring with those storms. That could lead to some localized flooding, along with frequent cloud-to-ground lightning. And we do see some lightning emblems on there. So, yeah, just keep an eye on it, Dave. You're going to be good. Probably get you some rain-cooled air, which will help things a little bit, and also help that brown lawn you've got. Mark, we probably need to pull that door to just a tad. I'm hearing an echo off in there. But anyway, we do have this kind of forming a line off over in eastern Kentucky and moving to the southeast. We'll look at this camera here. This is in Pikeville, and that is Ryan Hall's camera. But he doesn't have it up right now, so that's okay. That's all right. That's okay. I didn't want to see it anyway. Anyway.
Yeah. Continuing the forecast, we've got that excessive heat warning. We are expecting our highs here. The overnight lows are only going to be in the upper 70s. It's going to be muggy, steamy nights here for the next few. High tomorrow around 95, middle 90s to upper 90s, depending on where you're at in our area. We start picking up a 40% chance of showers and thunderstorms again tomorrow. And then again on Friday. And then Friday night, and then a little bit less on Saturday, but we start to cool back down into the low 90s to upper 80s for the next couple of days. But then early next week, they start taking the temperatures back up to the middle 90s again.
That'll feel cool, won't it?
Yeah, it'll almost feel cool compared to what we've got right now. But what we're waiting on to see is what's going to happen because there is probably cooler air coming in. We just don't know exactly when it's going to get here yet.
Well, tomorrow is August 1st, so welcome to August, and we'll get rid of the hot July weather, but dog days of summer is continuing, and we'll continue to do so for, there's trends now starting to show up that, we'll see first of all what the tropics are going to do. We've got that one storm. I'll try to look that up for you here in just a second. For those of you over on the Facebook page, we appreciate you. Ashley Babb says, hey, guys, and we're her favorite weather people. She likes me best, Mark. But anyway, if any of you guys over on Facebook would like to come over to YouTube and subscribe to the channel, that would be most helpful to us. We did pass a landmark last night. We hit 5,002 subscribers. So
fantastic.
So all those folks are all members of the Watchers of the Wind tribe. We're going to keep on that. Watchers of the Wind tribe is a pretty good sized tribe.
Yes, indeed.
Let's see here. Tammy Tatum, it needs to be jacuzzi pound weather of. All right, Tammy. I'm not talking to you anymore. You're just giving me a hard time. We do have a shower up here around Evansville. It's a little thunderstorm there. It seems to be just kind of hanging there for right now. We'll see what happens, but they certainly got a lot of rain yesterday. You probably don't need any more, but we got to take what we can get. So overall, as far as any drought situation, Kentucky seems to be in pretty good shape. Yeah. We'll have to watch this and see how everything plays out. But I think let's take a look at UT Martin's camera, one of our favorite cameras because it's back to our southwest. And oh my goodness, look at that shot, Mark. That's beautiful.
That is, it's a beautiful day out there as far as clear skies and fairly light winds and just clouds rolling along. The trouble is, it's just so doggone hot and humid.
Yes, it is. It would really be nice if you're looking at this and it was like, I don't know, in the 50s, you know.
70.
Yeah,
Even, I'd
well,
even
even
take 70s. Yeah.
Yeah, 70s would be fine if the humidity weren't so high. So anyway, it's 92 degrees there, so it is hot, no matter how you look at it. So we're
Earlier today, my wife and I was poking around on Radar Omega here, and I looked at what the weather was up in Maine, where I used to be stationed many years ago. And it's 78 degrees.
Must be nice.
Yeah,
well, but you know what?
That's high summer for them.
Yeah, and that is. But I think we're going to watch this. I haven't had a chance to get into the real deep part of the extended just yet, other than what I'm seeing here and there, picking up little tidbits and things like that. But I'm telling you, I think this is about to be August, so I think by the end of this month of August, we're going to be looking at some fall air getting in here. And it's actually going to be a little early for it. So we're going to see what happens, first of all, with the tropics. How is that going to impact our weather going forward? And then we'll see what that Alaskan low does that's up there in the Gulf of Alaska, and it's anchored there. It has not moved in, it's been there for most of the summer so far. I think it started in the spring. But it's rotating around and throwing some of those little disturbances around it, and that's what's causing us to be able to have rainfall indirectly across our area. Oh my goodness, Dave has donated.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah, Dave, because we hit the goal of 5,000. He says congratulations, and he donated $50 to us. He's a super chatter. Dave is absolutely a top-notch guy, and I really want.
Thank you so much.
We got to get him up here. That's all it is to it, Mark. We need to get him up here. And,
actually, we need to get him over here because Huntington's a little bit
that's
north
up.
of us.
Yeah, that's right. So, come over here, Dave. We want to see you, and we want to get you on the channel with us and say hello to everyone. I know people would love to see you, but you're going to be welcome here anytime you get in the area of Hopkinsville. You see a lot of friends on here, and I think a lot of us are just shoot us an email, and we'll get in touch with you when you get this way and make sure that you get treated properly.
Absolutely.
Janice Davis says, beautiful lightning last night. It was absolutely very intense lightning. We had an intercept team out live. We were experimenting with new type of radios, and that is they worked out very well. So basically those radios work on LTE technology. They don't actually work through a radio tower, but they work just like radios. So Shane and Amy took it out. They could go all the way to, I don't know, Chicago and still talk back to us on the radio, which is pretty doggone sharp. I can't wait to try it out. We're going to demonstrate it. A lot of folks just now hearing about that technology, but once we get it all tested and everything, we'll unveil it a little bit more and see how this all plays out. But I'm thanking you guys. Did enjoy being with you last night. It's like old friends. We've been on here so many times, and some of you have been with us from day one. And it has been just a pleasure getting to know a lot of you. When I don't see you, it's almost like, gosh, I miss my friends out there. So anyway, I see a lot of folks liking the stream. Thank you, Jennifer Glover and Felicia Campbell Graham, Janice Davis, all of you. I appreciate you liking the stream. It does help. Even the likes helps whenever you do that, because YouTube looks at our algorithms, and I don't know, it's so complicated. I haven't learned all of it yet, but I'm still working on it. It's, if this was simple, everybody'd be doing it, I guess. Mark, what do you think?
I think probably so.
Yeah,
it took us a while to decide to do it, because we were looking at this like, how in the world do you even do this?
Okay, I see Tammy Tatum says, Mark, I need cool weather on my birthday, the 4th, so I can go outside and have fun. Mark, we need to mess with her pretty bad. You know, she deserves it. She's always tried to mess with us, so it's time we mess with her a little bit. We can say, oh gosh, we can send some. It would be nice to send some snow to her, but
now she's trying to bribe us.
Yeah, she's bribing us now. She sent us $20. Thank you, Tabby. We were just kidding.
We do appreciate it.
Yeah, we're not going to mess you up, but accept this happy birthday in advance, just in case we're not on and don't get a chance to wish you that birthday. But Lisa Murray says her birthday is August 4th too. Thank you, Lisa.
Yeah.
I'm glad to hear that.
She's asking if we're going to have a quieter night. Hopefully over this way, over in the central part, Bowling Green area, stuff like that, they are under a severe thunderstorm watch until 8 p.m. So we'll have to keep an eye over there and see if any of those storms up to the north work their way down.
Right.
But for right now, we're doing fine.
And over on the Facebook page, Debbie Braswell Mitchell says, thank you for keeping us informed. We're glad to do it, Debbie. I'm glad you're able to pick up the feed on the Facebook page. We're trying to simulcast it on my personal page and on the David Powell Weather and Wisdom Facebook page. I hope that you guys are able to watch the stream if you're not able to subscribe. But if you get a chance, come over to the YouTube channel and look up David Powell Weather and Wisdom and hit subscribe and like and notification if you want to be notified when we go on. But it would help us so much. And of course, the subscriptions getting up to over 5,000 now is helping. I think it's going to work out very well, and hopefully we'll be able to continue to bring you the kind of service that you've become accustomed to. And I've noticed that the storm up there around Evansville is getting a little more intense. A lot of lightning strikes going on there, but it doesn't appear to be severe.
Still doesn't seem to be going very
No,
far, but
it
fast
doesn't.
anyway.
It says it's moving northeast, but I don't see it moving hardly at all. It's been sitting there for quite a while now.
Well, remember last night, a lot of the storms for the longest time would just kind of sit over the same spot before they, right toward the end of their existence, all of a sudden they'd kind of zip off in a little bit.
Right.
But let's see. Hotel Mario says, hello, David and Mark. Did you all have damage from last night?
You know, I glanced out back. I didn't see any roof damage. It looked like a roof was still intact, but that was what I most saw.
We saw some tree limbs down and different things like that. There was some light damage around the area from that. People were without power for a little bit through the area here, through town.
Yeah, I think
so
especially
there was a bit of damage with it from that.
Especially down around Herndon, I think they were out of power for quite a while. Some of them didn't get their power back on until this morning. But, you know, Pennyroyal's pretty good. They get out there and really go at it. And so I know they did their best to get everybody back on as soon as possible. They don't want anybody to be without power in this heat. So my kudos goes out to Pennyroyal Electric and my friends over there, Brent Gilkey and all the guys on the crews, do an excellent job. And, you know, we've just been blessed with good teams like that in this area. For some reason, it just seems like we have good people that's working the utilities and even Hopkinsville Electric System. Those guys are very good. They help us so much. They help us with our streaming. They get us some internet service that's second to none. So, you know, I have lots of respect for any of these guys that's in the utilities, and I hope to get some of them over here to take a look at things one of these days. And if weather ever calms down or gets cooler, that's what I'm looking for.
Yeah. Hey, Dave, take a look on the WKDZ tower camera over there, if you would.
All right, let's take a look at it here. Ah, nice. Oops. But anyway, look at that storm out there to the north. That would be maybe these up here that we're looking at.
That would be. You're seeing that from the edge of Trigg County all the way up across the Ohio River toward Harrison.
Yeah, that's up near
Indiana.
Louisville, it looks like, yeah. Either that, I don't believe that's the one in Evansville. It could be, but I don't think
it's not quite the right direction for the one in Evansville, I don't think.
Yeah, I'm going to have to clear
So that's how tall these storms are getting, you know, that you can see them that far away.
Right. And while we're there, let's take a look at some of the other things that are out there, like this one right here, which is Barkley Lake Marina. And gosh, no wind, looks like. It's almost like glass out there. That will make it mighty hot if you're going to be out there fishing. In fact, I know it's not a good place to fishing, but to fish as far as the heat goes. But that sure looks like some good places to fish in that area. Let's see here.
You can see that same thunderstorm top way off on the horizon.
Yeah, you
over
can.
there.
There it is, right there. That very well might be the one up around Evansville.
That one could be, yeah.
Yeah, that could be. So we'll look at that. And then I tell you what, let's do. Let's go over to Kentucky Lake at the Lakeside Campground. This is owned by our benefactor and good friend Michael Vance. He owns Lakeside Campground Marina. And boy, that is a pretty nice shot. That's Kentucky Lake looking, I think, it'd be looking to the north because it looks like the sun's on the left side.
Mm-hmm.
So we'd be looking north. And that is, it's just absolutely beautiful out there. Just too bad it is so hot. Dave says, is that Michael Vance's marina? Yes, it is. In fact, let's go over here and talk about old Michael Vance, our good friend. And he is one of our sponsors, and so we're going to give him kudos. Michael Vance Contracting and Roofing. So if any of you had roof problems last night, hey, pick up the phone, call Michael at 270-707-ROOF. He will not charge you to talk to you and give you some good advice. And then if you want to have him do your work, then that's a good thing too. But yeah, he does own Lakeside Campground Marina, and here is the website, www.visitlakesidecampground.com. And I've been there. I love the place. It's absolutely beautiful. So if you get a chance,
sure is.
if you get a chance, go over there and see it. Also, I don't want to forget our good friend Katie Moyer at Kentucky Hemp Works. She's the owner of Kentucky Hemp Works. She's like a family here. We love her to pieces, and she's got some product on our online store. And that online store, if you want to know how to get it, go to, let me make sure I've got this right, www.dpww.shop. And that will get you into our online store and get in there and browse around. You can find some Kentucky Hemp Works product. I will highly recommend their fishing attractant. Oh my goodness, it is really good. From what I'm hearing, people are raving over it. So I don't know how it'd be in the heat like this, but I don't see why it wouldn't be just as good as any other time of the day. But yeah, so give those folks a call and be sure to participate in our online store. We would love to have you. And anyway, so there's my plug-in for everybody. Again,
Jason Henderson says, how's it looking for Russellville? Russellville, you are under a heat advisory for tonight till what's it say here? 7 p.m.
Okay.
There's a severe thunderstorm watch for Logan County until 7 p.m. Central Time, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. So, and about a 30% chance of showers and thunderstorms for tonight. So again, we just keep your eyes and ears open. It may not materialize for you. It may. We're waiting to see what these storms do. It's kind of getting kind of late in the day for them to kick too much.
Yeah, and I've noticed this one up here near Louisville. It's about to cross the Ohio River. That one may have a possibility of going severe. It seems to be pretty intense. I'm looking at the Louisville radar right now. But if I look at it from the Evansville radar, it's a little more intense looking. Look at that. That doesn't look good at all.
No, it doesn't. That's pretty intense.
Yes, it is.
When
So
you start seeing purples in there, that's very, very intense precip or hail.
yes, it is. And let's see if I've got it's changing the core. It's moving east-southeast at 18. Hail probability is 90%. So yeah, very well dropping some hail. Maximum hail size is 3/4 inch. The VIL is at 41 though, Mark. That's not overly high. It doesn't appear. So that may be a good thing. But if you're up this way, our good friend Rose Miller, let's hope that she's safe. She's somewhere in that area up there, I think, from what I understand. But anyway, let's just hope that doesn't go any worse than what it looks right now. And if we go back to Evansville, you see that storm has moved just a little bit off to the north. We need to find out how fast is that thing moving, because it can't be moving very fast. 12 miles an hour. Oh, my goodness. Well,
You could basically outrun it on foot.
yeah, probably so. I wouldn't want to.
Well, somebody might. I don't know.
It won't be me. But anyway, so again, across the whole area, it is hot, hot, hot. Let me see if I can see anything on our satellite. We haven't looked at satellite on here in a long time. And, of course, you see the clouds up here where the storms are, but I don't know if I've got that set up just right. Let's see if I can maybe move this a little bit Do you know what any of these things mean on here, Mark? There's all kinds of different settings.
Yeah, let me look at that for just a second.
Yeah, it doesn't look like we've got the complete cloud cover, although there's not a lot of clouds out there, but anyway. So I'm going to go back to the visible, well, maybe I am on visible. I don't know what I'm doing here. Okay, there's a little bit better view of the United States. And I'll tell you one thing we haven't done, that's looked at the buoys down here in the Gulf. We'll look at that here in just a second. That'll give us an idea. My goodness, if I'm looking at this right, we've got some serious storms off to the west. So let's go back here to the radar once again and see what actually is going on.
Yeah.
We got a tornado warning up here. This is in Iowa.
Yeah, that may be what's going to come in by Friday. That particular system might be what's coming our way for Friday.
Yeah, that's pretty stout stuff. Let's hope it calms down some because there's power outages behind it and everything. In fact, there's a.
Yeah, we would hope so.
Let's see here.
I think if you look up the SPC, they're probably in a slight risk area up there for today.
Okay. While we're up here, you know what I want to do? Let's take a look at this little marina that we always watch. And
they are marineering like marinas do.
Yeah, they're
They got
doing the
people
marina
coming
thing.
in and out.
Jet skis and all.
Yeah.
Well, I can't get over those floating pads. That right there is just amazing to me. We didn't have that when I was a kid.
No, I mean, what a great thing for kids to play on.
Yeah,
and
everybody's
stuff when
got
you're out in
such.
the water.
Yeah, they all got such good stuff nowadays, and we didn't have jack like that.
We were lucky if we found a log.
We had an inner tube. You know. Do you ever float around on an inner tube?
Yeah, I've done that.
The tractor tire inner tubes were the best, you know.
Because they were bigger.
Yes, they were. But that is a nice shot. It's peaceful, but it's breezy. I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah.
I don't know what the temperature is. Well, it's 85 degrees, so it's not terribly hot.
No.
Humidity is 97%. That's pretty warm.
Yeah.
But they've got east-northeast winds at about it's between 5 to 10 miles an hour, I guess I would say. But yeah, this right here is pretty stout, so that's not getting into Missouri yet. Looks like it will kind of stay off to the west for a while. We'll look at one of these sites here and see if we have anything. Ooh, that's a storm chaser, Nathan Moore. Just peek in on his feed for a second, and let's see who else we've got here. Well,
Yeah, I noticed all the storm chasers were headed up that way today.
I guess that's why, because the tornado threat seems to be with us and everything.
Right.
But again, there's
Much
nowhere
higher up there.
Yeah, nowhere near us, and nothing to worry about here for us for the time being. So don't get too panicked over it. Just because it's tornadic up there doesn't mean it will be when it gets here. But look at the wind
Okay.
barbs. Look at all the wind barbs here. And the temperatures are still generally in the low 90s all across this whole area here.
Yeah. That's definitely that warm Gulf air feeding up that way.
It is. And we do have the storm over here near south of Corbin, Kentucky, going across the Tennessee border, has gone severe.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I can see anything over that way or not. Well, here's the camera, but I don't know if that's going to be pointed right. Well, that's a pretty nice shot. This is a emergency management camera.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's not bad. But really, that's about the bulk of what we're seeing out here on the radar. We're still watching this storm up around Louisville. It's nearing being severe, but I don't see it happening anytime soon. If I go to the actual Louisville radar, it doesn't look quite as bad because what we're looking at it from is, gosh, way off somewhere. I don't even know what radar I'm on.
Yeah.
I can look at it from the Evansville radar, and it doesn't look quite as bad as it did, even though that's pointing up a little higher. Um, Here is the Louisville radar, and it definitely doesn't look as bad because that's measuring the lower levels, just so you know. So that's why you have the different intensities of the radar. It depends where the radar is located as to what part of the cloud or storm that you're looking at. And if we go down here, this in Hopkinsville, or actually this in Trenton, is looking a little higher up, and you see it doesn't look too good, but overall I think it's weakening just a tad. So that's a good thing. Anyway, let's see here.
Yeah.
Gwen, Chris.
Dave, do you want to talk tropics?
Yeah, you know what? Let's do. We did say we were going to do that, didn't we? So hang on here. Let me see if I can get my thing here set up.
Go for tropical tidbits.
Yeah, I'm in tropical tidbits, and here we go. Yeah, here we go. I'm going to carry it over. So we'll take a look at this. As soon as I see which button to push, it's somewhere here close. Here we go.
No, you got to leave it on tropical tidbits first.
Okay. Let's go back. There we go.
There you go.
Now let's go to the, there we go. There's the graphical forecast for this disturbance. So you can see that it is now a little further to the west. It's still a 60% chance of cyclone formation in 7 days, Mark. So let's talk about it a little bit. What do you think?
All right. Well, I was reading stuff on that today. The reason it's very disorganized right now. It's just an area of showers along a tropical wave, but it is also still under the Saharan dust plume at the moment.
Okay.
Once it gets over there around the Bahamas, it's going to come out from under that and have an open area where it can develop. And it's going to depend. Right now, the European model takes it up along the east coast of Florida, which is, it's going to bring maybe create a storm, but it's going to recurve and go out to sea without doing much for anybody. But if it stays a little bit weaker, the GFS takes that area into the Gulf and right up along the Florida Panhandle. And if when you get a chance, we can go over and look at the GFS and what it shows, and what the GFS shows on it is just absolutely horrible.
Okay, that should be on the tropical tidbits, so I'll go back over that here in just a minute.
Right.
Let's see.
Right now, they're thinking the European model is maybe the most likely. But and if that's the case, it'll go up along the east coast of Florida and back out to sea and not really bother anyone.
Okay.
Except for the maritime interests off that way. But especially anybody who's got vacation time planned to go to Florida for this weekend and for a few days after might want to keep a real close eye on that.
All right, well, I'm going to put the GFS into motion.
And
let's see.
Now watch right off the coast of Florida here.
Oh, wow. That looks like a hurricane for sure.
Yeah, keep it running. See what it shows, and it'll show you what it does.
Oh, my goodness. Wow, it's just sitting there.
Yeah, and that's the GFS has been weird like that the past couple of times, so I don't know if it's going to be true or not. But then watch what it does.
Comes right up over us almost.
Yep.
And that should bring some rain, probably heavy rains. Let's go ahead and play it. That was August the 13th, I think.
Yeah.
Wow, that's around that's what we're looking at right now. This is the 3rd, 4th, 5th. Boy, you know what? If that thing hits those really warm waters, that may not even be intense enough, according to the models. We'll see.
Yeah. Again, this is the GFS. This is only one model, and it's pretty far out. So take it with a grain of salt. But if it gets into the Gulf, this is what could happen. Hopefully, it'll follow the European model, what they're showing, and it goes up along the coast of Florida and out to sea and doesn't really give anybody anything too bad.
Yeah, this would be... That would be around August the 9th or 10th, maybe.
Yeah.
That it gets into us. But that looks terrible right there. That really does.
And it's just so strange to me to see them project a hurricane or a tropical system forming, and it just sit there for 2 days.
Well, I'll tell you what let's do. Let's go back here and let's look at the radar, and we'll go down there to the uh, Gulf, and let's look at the buoys and see what the water temperature is down here. Here we are. This is the Gulf of Mexico. This is just around near Gulf Shores. Let's see what it looks like there. Have cameras on it. Gosh, sea surface temperature mark 89 degrees.
Absolutely.
That is absolutely, it's almost enough to boil the fish.
Yeah. Now, the alternative for that is that it forms up a little bit right along the southern tip of Florida, and it goes
All right,
up along the east coast and out to sea.
Yeah, let's
And
look.
that's under the. Yeah, go ahead.
I'm looking at this one. It's out in the just off the Florida coast. It doesn't show the sea surface temperature. It does show that the air temperature there is 87 degrees. And then let's look here at Cape Canaveral, what it looks like there. Again, this is, well, you can probably see that was probably a little bit of the shots of that disturbance off to the south that they're watching.
That current location for that is on the far side of the Lesser Antilles.
Oh, okay.
Out
So
there.
probably
It's
not then.
still a ways out.
Yeah, sea surface temperature there is 83 degrees. And if we go further out there into this one shows sea surface temperature 86 degrees. Still plenty warm and plenty good to cause problems. The camera is showing some pretty heavy clouds all around it out there. This is a solar cam. So that's looking west, and this should be south right there that it was looking at. That could be some of that stuff that we're talking about. Let's see what we got down here a little close. I don't see any camera buoys. Yeah, I don't see any camera buoys at all down here. I do see some off the coast of Cuba. I'll see what that is. Sea surface temperature 86. So anyway, we'll see what happens. We'll have to watch it and keep an eye on it. Let's go up here around Corpus Christi, just south of there, and see what that temperature is. Let's see here. Sea surface temperature is 85. So yeah, it's pretty warm out there, and the Gulf waters are prime and ready for some kind of thing to occur. Hopefully it won't. This is Louisiana camera. Not a real good shot. That's another buoy there. There's the Houston radar, and then there's a camera right behind it. Dixon, Texas, Office of Emergency Management camera. And you can see that's humidity. I mean, I can tell that it's hot. But it's 88.8, so I guess it's a little bit different because it's there on the coast. But yeah, overall, we're not looking at too bad of weather down that way. And we come back up here. I don't see we've got several new cameras. I look for the emergency management cameras, so I don't have to worry about anybody complaining too much because it's bought with public funds. That's a nice shot. Look at the sun halo looking off to the west.
Yeah.
But 92 degrees, my goodness.
Plenty hot and hazy.
Yes, it is. So anyway, with that, I wanted to let everybody know what we're looking at, and we hope that that's going to be soon. We'll get that cool down, but it's going to be another at least 2 weeks before we even have a chance, and that's depending on what those tropics do. That's why we're watching that. It does look like as it gets on into about mid-month, we'll start cooling from rain, a lot of rain in the area. And if that does work out, then that may be the start of our cool down. I'm going to work on trying to do a fall and early winter outlook. I've got some things, in fact, I'm working on. We'll see. Mary Vorvies is on with us. Hi, Mary. Glad to see you. And Dave says, what is he doing here? Says Tammy done got him hungry, I guess. Says, makes me hungry for leftovers. Yalla curry chicken and vegetables with white rice And Tammy says she's having a hamburger helper. Oh, Dave says his neighbor's from Thailand and share the lunch with him. Ooh, that's nice. And then she says, let's all make Jacuzzi hungry. I know she's talking about me. And she says, I would like to have some catfish. Sounds good with hush puppies and coleslaw. Oh, I'm going to have to go home. She just killed the feed for us. That's all I can say. Yeah. So, Mark,
well,
anyway,
before we do,
yeah, you go ahead.
I was going to mention that on the side of space weather, we've had some pretty big geomagnetic storms coming our way in the last couple of days.
Yes.
Not quite strong enough, I don't think, for the auroras to be seen down this far, unless one really pops up hard. But right now, it could cause some satellite and communications difficulties tonight and tomorrow.
Let me see if I can get some of that up here in just a second. In a momento, here we go. And yeah, I'm going to carry this over if I can figure out how to do it here just exactly. But let's try this again. Here we go. Okay, this is spaceweather.com. And look at this number of sunspots on the face of the sun. Wow, that's a lot.
And they have just been blasting our direction the past couple of days.
Yeah, so we're at the solar maximum, which means the peak of the sunspot season. Pretty soon, they hopefully will go back downhill and start getting to where they're blank. Here's some auroras. It says over Grand Canyon. Let me see if I can get this enlarged. Here we go. Oh, isn't that a nice shot?
Oh, that's beautiful.
It is. This is the auroras. You can see them a little bit, the green colors. Let's try that again. Or wait a minute. Okay, I'm going to have to figure out how to get out of this now. Here we go. Yeah, that is really nice. Look at the red stuff in there. That is nice. So anyway, here's a shot they call the things you see while waiting for auras. Let's see if I can get that to come up a little closer. Do you know what that is, Mark?
Are those sprites on top of a thunderstorm?
That's exactly what they are. Those are called jellyfish sprites because they have the resemblance of a jellyfish, and it's from Albany, Missouri, back yesterday.
Yeah.
And that is really, really neat.
Yeah. What that is like we have lightning out of thunderstorms that come down toward the earth. Some thunderstorms will actually have static discharges that go up into the upper atmosphere, and that's what creates those sprites up on top of them.
Okay, they're talking. Let me go. Might as well go back to radar because they give me a hard time. They're wanting to talk about food once again. I don't know what I'm going to do with them. They just give me a hard time because I am getting hungry, actually.
Well, hey, if that's where you want to be, we'll just end the stream. We'll go home and eat supper.
Mary Voorhees appreciate it. She said, great pick. So, yeah, I thought so, too. Yeah. But anyway, let's see here. Chris Meacham says, I'm having leftover pizza from last night. And Tammy Tatum starts laughing. Gwen Cruz says, I'm having fried sweet corn, mac and cheese, fried chicken, deviled eggs, and cornbread. Cooked cabbage. You know what? I think I'm going to go to Gwen's to eat. Dave says, that's why my phone is going crazy. Tammy Tatum says, he's not paying no attention to us, laughs. And Dave says, mushrooms, LOL. And okay. I think you guys are gone too far now. But anyway, thank you.
I'm having leftover noodles and chicken, which is what I also had last night after I got home from all of that.
You know, nothing.
Or leftover pizza, or leftover, whatever's in the refrigerator.
I've got some leftover pizza, I think. Homemade pizza, I might add, which I'm a pizza connoisseur. Anyway, Gwen Cruz says, come on over. Don't tempt us, Gwen. You'll have to see us up there knocking on your door. Dave says he accepts care packages. Okay. All right. Well, everybody, I appreciate you. We're glad that you joined us. And anyway, so Mark, do you have any final words you want to say?
Everyone, be careful of this heat. It's nothing to play with. Make sure if you're outside, drink plenty of water. But mostly, don't be outside because I don't know how much water, I don't care how much water you drink. This is not the kind of temperature to be out messing around in.
You're
Save your
absolutely
garden
right.
work for another day.
Yeah, I agree with you. Let me go back to the radar real quick, see if there's anything up here that has changed other than just power outages up here. Well, that was already there. So, and it doesn't appear this has gone any stronger over around Louisville. Dropped a little further to the south. So we're in good shape overall. I don't see anything too threatening out there. But anyway, I hope
Right.
you all have a great evening. Gwen Cruz says, thanks y'all so much. Tammy Tatum says, y'all awesome. And Dave says, great seeing everyone. It is good to see everybody. All of us are friends. We've been on here together numerous times. And you guys know that you're very near and dear to our hearts. And I guess, let's see, Mark, when do you come on again? Unless something comes up. Would be-
Unless something comes up, I'll be back on Sunday night.
Okay, and I may try to join him. I'm not always with him, but here lately I got some free time, and it's good to see everybody. I'm going to miss you guys. So I am working on a thought I'm going to be posting pretty soon, the Native American flute songs and stuff. You're going to love this one. I'm really liking what I'm seeing on what I've done on it so far. But anyway, I'll get that posted here pretty soon too. Take care of yourselves, and we love you. And Mark, send us out.
All right. Have a great week and weekend, and we'll see you next time.
Bye, everyone.